Here we go, all-Canadian matchup on a Saturday night on Hockey Night in Canada. And a scrum right off the draws. It gets poked back into the Jet zone, and DeMello's there to play it out for Morrissey. Dumped it off in the corner. Hanela is there. He'll throw it towards the net. Stanley goes after it, poked away by Nick Cousins. Doesn't clear. Nikolaj Ehlers with a shot. Sogard with a stop.
Feel the puck early in the game, so that'll be good for him to feel that first one.
You know, Niederreiter got it back out front for Mason Appleton. They jam it on net with Lowry there. Chance for Niederreiter, and he knocked it wide. Lowry back to the point for Pion. Hands it off for Appleton. Appleton tried to spin away from the check of Jensen, and Ottawa gets it out as Reinhart goes after it at center, and he'll dump it in. Pion up with the puck. Up on the wing for Appleton. Mason Appleton dumps it in. Bernard Ducker will force it back to Nick, but can't get to it. Thrown on net off the pad of Sogard. Tipped away by Pinto, but he can't get by Stanley.
Well, Stanley was lucky there, and Pinto just bunts that by him there. There is no way he would have been gone.
Bernard Docker waits for the puck at the point. Snapped it towards the net. Tipped over the goal. Then Hellebuyck gets hit. Caught a stick in the mask. Ridley Gregg falls down, playing it around for Pinto. Throwing back in front. Cousins off his skate for Bernard Docker with a shot. Tipped and just goes wide. In their last game in Edmonton, but they're 8-2-0 in their last 10. 10-3-1 in their last 14.
And they needed it, Barts. They needed a role like that to separate from the lower pile of that Atlantic division.
Sends it back to the goal, and Neil Pionk will get it up ahead for Nikolaj Ehlers. Ehlers, long shot just over the glove of Sogard. Fired back towards the net by Miller. Morgan Barron lost his stick. He gets it back, continues on the play as he knocks it over for Kupari. Now Clevin loses his stick. Barron up with a puck. Barron to Kupari with a shot. That one goes wide. Hanela is there to get it back in the net. And a break for Ottawa. Ridley Gregg shorthanded. Curling back with it. He has one shorthanded goal this year to Pinto. Takes the shot that goes wide. Pinto fired it back to the net. Watched by Lowry. Stützle to the point. Sanderson looks to the net. Got the shot through. Stopped by Hellebuyck. He's got it jammed up against his pad, and he'll cover it up. Sanderson for Tkachuk. Over to Batherson. Batherson drops it back for Sanderson. Played over to Tkachuk. Brady Tkachuk got it down. Batherson to Stützle. Scores! Tim Stützle puts it in the open side of the net. A power play goal, and Ottawa is on the board first.
Nice job getting into the zone and getting set up, and that's what you do. You get it down, get it back to the point. Now you get it settled in place, and now everything starts to work. The fake shot down low, and then right across the seam to Timmy Stützle from Batherson. Again, Sanderson has the patience over to the captain, down low, and good on Batherson to pop out to give Tkachuk an opening. If he doesn't pop out there, it just doesn't happen.
Lowry for Appleton. Played to the point. Miller with a drive right on, and Sogard has got it as Lowry and Tkachuk will mix it up here.
No one really is too concerned about it. It's when you're losing and you need a power play goal and you don't get one.
DeMello with a shot, blocked it away by Sogard. Brings it into the Winnipeg zone. One-handed pass back into the corner for Nick Cousins. Wake up with a quick shot by Pinto, steered away by Hellebuyck. Chabot backs up at the line with it. Thomas Chabot to Pinto. The shot rebound. He's got a second chance, and Hellebuyck made the save.
Well, what a great shot, a rebound, and an opportunity for Pinto. He's had a couple already here in the first period. And remember how he had his struggles, scored in the very first game of the year.
Cole Perfetti on it. Pinto strips Perfetti of the puck. Pinto back to the point. Jensen a high drive, fought off by Hellebuyck. Here comes Giroux, and Norris going to the net. Dropped it back for Tkachuk. Has to chase it down, flipped it towards the goal, and Hellebuck's able to cover it up. Shifley in the corner. Has a look around, goes to the point. Morrissey across for DeMello with a drop. Knocked down by Sogard, rebound, but already trying to get to it. Still free. Morrissey to DeMello. He'll back up. Shifley with it again. Shifley hands it off. Kyle Connor shoots. Sogard the save. Velarde tangled up in front of the net.
Saves, let your guys get clear pucks, get them out of harm's way, block shots, and that's what it's going to take. They want to support the young goaltender in the net, and a real good first period actually for both teams.
And he wins it. Back for Chabot. Chabot with a shot, scores! Ridley Craig got a piece of the shot in front of the net. And the Ottawa power play strikes again. It's 2-0.
You know what? Pionk's puck goes into the stands, or that's a nice puck. Ottawa wins a faceoff, and then the puck comes to the net simply. Remember the first power play they had, Barnes? I mentioned, you know what? Sometimes that snap wrister from the middle of the ice is as good as anything, and that's what Chabot does. He steps into this thing. It's a nice firm wrist shot, foot off the ice. It gives Greg a chance to get a tip on this thing. He lowers it down.
Miller races after it. Holds it in at the line, played it across, broken up by Norris. Short-handed, Norris in alone, off the goal post. Clemens out of the box. Here comes Pionk, up ahead for Perfetti. Cole Perfetti cuts in, shoots, he hits the post. Josh Morrissey hands it off for Scheifele. Back for Pionk, Morrissey will get it. Dumps it in down low, Kyle Connor is on it, out front for Scheifele. Plays it off the dasher boards, back to himself, for front, Connor scores! Cole Connor, and Winnipeg's on the board!
But you're not going to hold this line down the whole game, and Connor and Velarde and Scheifele go to work, owning pucks in the offensive zone, and all of a sudden Connor
against a little bit of the red line to chip it in. Miller backs up with it. Hooked ahead. Scheifele with a break. Scheifele scores! Mark Scheifele has tennis,
but he stays on the ice for this regroup right here. He's going, but he waits, and then he tips this into the middle to Scheifele. Then he gets off the ice, and this is what I think Sogaard's got to have. He's on his backhand. They've done a good job to keep him outside. Chabot's pushed him to his backhand, and he beats Sogaard on the short side. What a nice tip by Ehlers, who had the presence of mind to stay in that position, knowing. And the great thing is, Bart's like, this is a very good home team. They've only lost 3 games at home all year, and 10 of their next 11 games are at home. So they can really.
Patterson after it, but it's taken away by Winnipeg. Bonello ahead. Here comes Kyle Connor with it. Connor checks up. Connor in front of Mestikov. Oh, how did he not put that in?
Telegraphic passes. Sanderson, that's a telegraph. They all know you're going down there. They pick it off, and now they're off to the races. Connor does a nice job of holding this till Mestikov gets in the right spot.
Scheifele to Connor. Off the boards to the point. Stanley over to Miller with a drive. Tip. Sogaard out of off his pad. Scheifele's got it. Can't get around the net on the wraparound. Velarde a chance off the post. Played it off. Kyle Connor's got it. Connor in tight. Ehlers tries it again. Gives it off to Connor. Back to Morrissey. For Connor. To Morrissey. To Connor. Connor. Head fake down. Ehlers in front. Scores. Velarde tips it home. Winnipeg takes the lead.
Just keep playing, keep playing, keep playing. They get 2 quick goals in the second. They get a power play in the third. All this stuff up top. All this play up top between Morrissey and Connor, that's just an illusion. Bang, bang, bang. What they want to do is set up the down low play. So as soon as they draw the penalty killers up high enough, zing, right down low to Ehlers, right across.
Bernard Ducker will fire it back in deep. Logan Stanley up with it. Stanley, long pass across for Ehlers. He's back against Sanderson. Ehlers cuts into the middle. Scores!
It goes around, and eventually Ehlers comes down the ice, and he's not moving fast, but the Sens defense have backed in. They're already at the hash marks.
There's Chabot with it now. Chabot will send it across. Sanderson throws it towards the net and wide. The Jets are 22-2-0 this season when scoring 3 or more goals in a game as Tkachuk
And then eventually Giroux caught up to him, and then they rifled it right back up the ice.
Stanley up with it, around the boards it goes, down the ice. And the Winnipeg Jets win it 4-2.